The public option is not your enemy, it is your friend.
In this country of ours took place the greatest revolution that has ever taken place in the world's history, the only true revolution. Every other revolution simply exchanged one set of rulers for another. But here, for the first time in all the thousands of years of man's relation to man, a little group of men, the Founding Fathers, for the first time, established the idea that you and I had within ourselves the God-given right and ability to determine our own destiny. One of the traditional methods of imposing statism or socialism on a people has been by way of medicine.
But why make it sound so imposing? Let's call it
Comprehensive health care reform, a down payment on the principle that we must have quality, affordable health care for every American, because that's one of the best ways to keep our people healthy and our costs under control. The public option is not your enemy, it is your friend.
Health reform will lead to record deficits.
I think if we get a good public option, it could lead to single payer, and that's the best way to reach single payer.
I mean, I'm all for a single payer system.
I don't believe that government can or should run healthcare.
But I don't think we're going to be able to eliminate employer coverage immediately. There's going to be potentially some transition process. I can envision a decade out, or 15 years out, or 20 years out.
You're the devil.
The president on the Socialist Party ticket said the American people would never vote for socialism. But he said under the name of liberalism, the American people will adopt every fragment of the socialist program.
You walk into this room at your own risk, because it leads to the future. Not a future that will be, but one that might be. This is not a new world. It is simply an extension of what began in the old one. It has patterned itself after every dictator who has ever planted the ripping imprint of a boot on the pages of history since the beginning of time. It has refinements, technological advances, and a more sophisticated approach.
A new technology that will reduce errors, bring down costs, ensure privacy, and save lives.
To the destruction of human freedom.
Because we're also suffering from a deficit of trust. I am committed to restoring a sense of honesty and accountability.
But like every one of the superstates that preceded it, it has one iron rule. Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
It's very easy to disguise a medical program as a humanitarian project. Most people are a little reluctant to oppose anything that suggests medical care for people who possibly can't afford it. This nation will be provided with a mechanism for socialized medicine capable of indefinite expansion in every direction until it includes the entire population.
This is Mr. Romney Wordsworth. In his last 48 hours on Earth, he's a citizen of the state, but will soon have to be eliminated.
Do you know why you're here, Mr. Wordsworth? I'd ask you to speak up a little, if you will.
Yes, sir, I know why I'm here.
You've been under investigation, Mr. Wordsworth, for the mandatory period of 1 year and 11 months. You're found to be obsolete. The purpose of this hearing is to make a finding in the matter and make a sentence accordingly. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
You are obsolete, Mr. Wordsworth.
A lie. No man is obsolete.
Has this man had counsel?
Yes, sir, he has.
Are you sure he knows his rights?
He's been given orientation, sir.
The field investigators in your sector have classified you as obsolete. This finding carries with it serious implications. Do you understand that?
I am a human being.
And from here it's only a short step to dictating where he will go.
Instruct him.
Romney Wordsworth, step back to await the finding of this board.
Yes.
How do you find, ladies and gentlemen?
Obsolete.
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 I concur.
Step forward. The board finds you obsolete.
Healthcare reform cannot wait, it must not wait, and it will not wait another year.
Behind it will come other federal programs that will invade every area of freedom as we have known it in this country, until one day we will awake to find that we have socialism.
Just come right over with the death certificate. You can sign it right here.
Now, let me be clear. Let me be absolutely clear. You will not see your taxes increased a single dime. I repeat, not one single dime.
It's a mere question of semantics. Just language. A mere stretch of words.
Time to be patriotic, okay? Time to jump in. Time to be part of the deal. Time to help get America out of the rut. And the way to do that is they're still going to pay less taxes than they paid under Reagan.
Our system of government is a voluntary tax system.
Would you support taxing? You personally
I said
support?
Everything is on the table. We have to see what the package is, how it is scored by the CBO, how much of a shortfall there is, and what it takes to make to cover the shortfall.
But just come out and tell the American people that your taxes are going to go up. The American people aren't stupid.
I'm here to tell you, Iowa, he is the one.
Yes, we can. John McCain calls this socialism. I call it opportunity, and there is nothing more American than that.